Always a good day when the truck starts. Bye, honey. Bye. Why are you hiding? All right, on the road. It is, sorry if it's shaky. I shouldn't be doing this, but driving, I just left the house, so I'm just on a backcountry road right now. On my way to go pick up Jeff, aka Wandering Panda, and a new hiking buddy, guy named Steven. I've been corresponding with Steven for a long time on YouTube, and finally reached out to him, and we're going to go do a little hike, heading down to Kananaskis to Fitzsimmon. Just a bunch of ewes, a couple little rams. All right. Change of plan. We're going to go to James Lake. There was too many people at the other trailhead. Joined by Steven for the first time ever. So, when hiking in a group, couple of rules. Rule number 1 is I'm the leader on this one, unless Jeff wants to be.
No, you can.
So I'll be the leader. The leader is important. I make decisions as much as possible on consensus, but if something doesn't feel right someday, I have the right to veto where we go or what we do, or how far we go. So, and then the other thing that's important is everybody needs to know where we're going. Are you clear where we're going?
I am.
We're just starting this trail. It's very straightforward. We're going to the ultimate objective is James Lake, but we might not get there. We'll see. All right, so they've actually put some effort into our money is getting to putting some kiosks and some information, so that's good. That's the trailhead right there. All right, we're back. Steven and I are back. We were here with Jeff in the winter, this is the Baril Creek trailhead. We snowshoed, tried to get to James Lake, didn't get there this winter, but we're going to get there for sure this summer. And then after that, we're going to go over to Fording Pass. Going to Fording Pass in the winter would be a little bit dangerous. It's an avalanche area, it's quite high. And I'm going to try and make this video. I'm excited about going here. I've never been to Fording, and I also still have footage from our winter hike, and I hadn't put together a video, so I'm going to do something really different for this video. I'm going to combine the winter and summer footage into one video, so hope you enjoy that, folks. So we're going to intersect the Great Divide Trail. All right, part of the GDT trail. Away we go. Crazy how fast we can progress in summertime. Like, I'm guessing we've already gone about a kilometer, and the same kilometer in winter would have taken us half an hour, and it took us about 15 minutes. I think we stopped here in winter. Wasn't there a big snowbank right here? Yeah. I'm going to mention things from the winter because now I'm going to shift to that scene. So you miss stuff like this when you go by in winter. Trail's right there, but this would have been under snow. Weird spot to camp. No water nearby. I guess down there. Ooh, that's gorgeous. This section here was all deep snow when we were here in the winter. I think this is where the other people's snowshoe slash ski tracks ended. And this is where we started really pushing snow. Well, whoever's tracks we were following, they turned around. So technically, I could have bought my hunting license, and we could have hunted these chickens. So these are most likely spruce hens, we call them, spruce grouse. They eat. So they're on the trail looking for rocks for their gizzard, and then if they were roughies, they'd have a little tuft on the top of their head. Come on, guys. Like, go. No, I'm not harassing wildlife. Not the smartest animals on the planet, eh? They're just young ones. Okay, this is farther than we were. See, that's a male spruce hen. He's already gone, but he's got the red on his... they got these big red eyebrows kind of thing that they pop out, and they're gorgeous when they're mating, but mating season is long gone. Yeah, oh, it's going to be a good year for chickens. Although me personally, I hunt, and I won't pass up the opportunity to harvest a grouse, but spruce grouse have a very, very, very red flesh, and they taste like almost like a liver, extremely gamey. And as opposed to the prize hens out here are what we call the roughies, and they have a little tuft on their top of their head, and they have a very white flesh, hard to distinguish them from, say, normal chicken, the flesh. But they like more deciduous trees, like, you know, they're in the poplar areas, whereas this is all spruce, and that's why we have spruce hens here. But you know, the solution to the spruce hens is you cook them, and you cook them in a tomato sauce, kind of like anything you would do that's cacciatore or something like that. They're pretty good. I like them. Now it's all about slow and steady and taking turns leading, because it's way harder now. He's sinking now. Now it's deep. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now you can see we walked through this. Look at how tall the willows are now. Yeah. Let's go see our winter camp. Hey? Oh, this is awesome, man. We got views and everything here. Woo! We decided not to kill ourselves on the trail because it's so deep. We took a side trail, and then it brings us up to this. Very hard to just climb up here, but there's something rather interesting. Yeah, we saw that in the winter. Yeah, it's some sort of trap. Cool. It's almost as hard to walk in summer as it is in winter. Right here, we had our tents here. Yeah. Right, you had your tent right here. And then we were all spread out here. We'll walk in there. We'll see where we cut a whole bunch of trees. And there's supposed to be a view, but We went all the way down, but the river's too far. Using wood instead of tent pegs, and our tents are over there. We decided to put the fire in the trees and sheltered. Look at our fire pit. Cool. Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a break, but probably park our butts over there, or do you want to sit here? Let's just go where the tents were and have a view of the mountain. We went about 6 and a bit kilometers, so not bad. Yeah, it's only 8:30, and we didn't go very far. We got in camp. Took us a while to figure out where to set up camp. We set up camp, and then we got dinner going. 6:30, 7 o'clock, sun goes down, and it starts to get dark, and then it started snowing. So it is now 8:20, and we are all in our tents because it's been snowing, and it's snowing hard right now, and it's going to be ugly tomorrow morning. We're fine, but this is what I technically call, not quite a survival situation, but it's a situation where you don't take too many stupid risks at some point. Staying outside and just getting cold or just getting wet is not smart. So melted water will go in the sleeping bag, clothes, socks in the bottom of the sleeping bag, a whole bunch of things. I mean, I'm not worried. I got a -30 sleeping bag, so I'll be fine. But here, listen to it. It's going to be a lot of snow tomorrow when we wake up. Man. It's the most gorgeous thing in the morning in winters when that sun finally comes up. Oh, man. Yeah, wow, look at my beard. Camping in winter is not exactly pleasant, but it's an experience. It keeps you sharp. It teaches you new skills. I mean, you wake up in the morning and it's been snowing all night. You got a different set of risk factors that you need to be able to deal with, staying warm, drying stuff, melting snow. And you need to learn tricks like, going to bed with, what do you do with wet socks at night? What do you do with, how do you pitch a tent when you can't reach the ground? Things like that. So you need different equipment, different skills, and it's just a feeling of accomplishment to be able to survive in the winter and get up in the morning. And when you learn these skills and you learn to enjoy a little bit of misery, like I woke up this morning and I'm cold, like my hands are cold and whatever. But you learn that you're going to survive that and you're going to deal with it. And it makes summer and fall hiking so much better. I'm not sure why the camera's, I think it's got it on an automatic setting with light detection there. But anyways, man, I need to shave this thing. We're about halfway to where we want to go, 12:20. We'll take a break here, or is there a better spot? Maybe over there? Yeah. We'll find a slightly better spot to sit. This is muskeg, for people wondering. This is muskeg. When everything, I could probably take a pole here and just drive it into the ground like 4 feet, and it's just dead organic matter. Let's take a break here. Back on, this is the snowmobile trail in the winter. So we come down this way, but there's a junction here, and I think this junction could meander its way all the way back to, this is not a designated snowmobile trail. This will meander its way back over to Carnarvon Lake. What's that? Oh, now we're talking. Is that Fording Pass? Yeah, through there. Hay for the horses, family gathering, tearing down this equipment for the year. You need to gear the gear, transceiver, probe, shovel, and know how to use them. Oh yeah. Baril Creek trailhead is what?
9 kilometers.
9 kilometers. There's a logbook. I'll check that out in a minute. How far is the lake that way?
It's not far.
Okay, so we can come check the logbook after we're camped at the lake. So we're technically on the GDT, those orange markers. We came at, there's another way to the lake. We could have come from the other side of the lake. So the trail I thought was going to be on the other side of the lake, not this side. So yeah. Like I've said in previous videos about this area, you know, this is Kananaskis, which is just the name of a general area. Most of Kananaskis is crown land. There's a few parks like Peter Lougheed Park and some of those parks, but you know, Kananaskis was used for, there was logging in here, oil and gas exploration, stuff like that. So lots of activity, and consequently the area is totally crisscrossed with trails. So you can get lost in here and camp in a lot of places. It's a fun area to explore if you're looking for something different. Oh, this is new. Beautiful. But completely overkill. I mean, he can ford that no problem. Like, if the volunteers want to put a bridge, go for it. I appreciate it. We appreciate it, but this one's a bit unnecessary. But we will come back here tomorrow. If we want to go to Fording Pass, we'll go up this way tomorrow.
Fording Pass, I think we continue on that trail.
Well, it's on the GDT.
Yeah, the GDP continues on down here.
Well, it also well, why did they put this bridge?
This goes south. And that's
Oh, I see. Yeah. Got it. So that heads up to the pass as well then. Wow, somebody put some really modern signs. Laser etched. James Lake. Awesome. Wow. Oh, we're gonna get rained on. Shit. Well, we got lots of firewood all around. We got water. I don't know, it looks like we got rain clouds, but maybe not. But, you know, just to be safe, we're not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna set up our tents right away. Tents are set up. Bit of a challenge finding a level spot, but now we're gonna make ourselves a fire. Somebody left the grill. I'm gonna put my pot in there, boil some water, have a soup before supper. We found a lot of firewood. It's gonna be a cold night. Well, it wasn't a long day. We only, what do you think we hiked?
9 kilometers.
9 kilometers, 2.5, 3 hours. Hey, we just wanted to get out. It's fun to be able to say we hiked in every month. I hadn't hiked in September, so now I got a hike done for September. It's not it's a destination. I haven't been to Fording Pass, so we'll get to see that tomorrow, but it's not always about crushing long distances. Sometimes it's just fun to come out here with friends and just, you know, we have this whole place to ourselves, and we got a little lake, nice fire, had a good meal, bellies are full. Now we're just going to sit around the fire and bullshit. We'll go to bed later, and yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Another glorious day.
That's right.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
You? Turn a bit.
Yeah, I always toss and turn because I'm well, it's just the way it is. I toss and turn about every 20 minutes, but I fall asleep every time instantly. I actually have it's weird, but I don't dream when I'm on my back.
No way.
And then when I'm on my sides, I have crazy dreams. And last night I had crazy dreams. I had this crazy dream that I was like running through the city, the underground city of, like, I don't know, either Paris or Amsterdam or someplace like that, and I kept getting lost and I was chasing bad guys or whatever. It was a funky cool dream. If anybody wants to interpret my dreams, go for it. dead stuff works great. It's almost like cork. It's so... No. Below 10 as in below 10 or just under 10 degrees?
Just under 10 degrees.
Oh God, below 10 Celsius or whatever. Like.
No. We would have frost on the pumpkins for sure.
All right. The tents are staying for the day. We're just gonna hike up to the pass. There's clouds, there's whatever. It's not far. We're gonna go to the pass, see what's on the other side of the pass, look at the peaks around here. We're leaving our camp set up. It's only 9:30. We'll go spend 2-3 hours at the pass, maybe have lunch, and then we'll come back. And if we happen to come back and it's pouring rain or something like that, camp's set up and we're good to go and we can stay here one night. But if we come back and it's fairly early and things look okay, then just for fun we'll head back down the trail and go camp at possibly that big opening, that old logging camp. We're just leaving ourselves options. So basically we're day hiking, we're base camping today. We're not going far. First day of fall. And we're taking day packs with us. Oh, he's doing the money shot. What's your thoughts on filtering these days?
50-50.
50-50? Yeah, look at how...
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, look at how clean that is. And we know there's no, there's no beaver dam here. There's no beaver in this pond. There's no horses. There's nothing. It's just clean water. The filtration that occurs from water, see those mosses there? They filter, they're incredible at filtering, and then gravel beds and stuff like that. So by the time water that comes out of a lake gets filtered so quickly, it's the same process that they'll use in municipal filtering systems. They just filter through sand. Like everybody thinks that, filtration systems are super complex. No, it's filtering through sand and activated charcoal. And then in municipalities, of course, to be extra safe, they add a little bit of chlorine or something, but that's just that's more of a function of the fact that the water distribution systems get pretty dirty over time. We're heading into that part of the world. So no matter what, even though we're just day hiking, we bring a backpack. We got you don't leave and go anywhere without some supplies on your back. Warm clothing in case it snows at the pass. We got a bit of food. I have a first aid kit, toilet paper, water. What else? Our stoves, basic stuff. Oh wow, opens up real quick once you leave the lake. These blazes all over, and you can tell the trees are smaller, little dwarfs, and then boom, look at this. Wow. 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 This is why we do this, folks. Trail, snowmobile side. And look at the cool. We came from over there. We thought there'd be larches here, but just a little handful. People go out of their way to find the larches at this time of year when they're losing their needles. You can see like a logging road right there. Well, this is good to know. Upper Barrel. We're gonna check this out on the way back. Oh, there's a campsite down there. Well, that's good to know. Trail goes through here. We'll check it on the way back. Oh, look through the trees here. Look at how, yeah, look at how fascinating this is. This is freaking gorgeous. Wow. Oh, here's the GDT marker.
Oh, there we go.
Few little larches. They're not very big. Fording Pass. There it is, and that's the border. Weather's turning quickly. We're rushing to get to the border. Yeah, and now we're done. But well, there you go. That's BC over there. Well, behind me is Alberta. Now I gotta leave my entrepreneurial spirit behind me and my capitalistic ideals behind me. And then when I cross here, I'm in British Columbia. Now I'm a socialist. Canada was formed in 1867. Upper and Lower Canada, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, those provinces. BC joined in 1871 so that we could form a confederation for trade and have, you know, the visionaries of that era wanted to build a railroad across the country and so forth. So Canada came together to promote trade as a confederation, and sad to say, but 156 years later, I think Canada as a confederation is a failed experiment. We have interprovincial barriers, and we can't build pipelines anymore, and we can't exploit our resources, and there's all this NIMBYism and everything else, and I think it's a sad state that we're in, but it is what it is. So, and then Alberta, where I live, was one of the last provinces to join. Alberta and Saskatchewan, otherwise known as the Northwest Territories, joined in 1905, and then the last province to join was Newfoundland. After World War II, they went bankrupt, and I can't remember if Newfoundland joined in 49 or 52 or 55 or somewhere around there, but anyways, we're in BC. I'm just visiting. I'm going back to Alberta. Yeah, so the GDT came around and goes down there and then buggers off back into British Columbia. So this is a pass. It's the height of land, and the Continental Divide goes right through here. So that's why the trail is called the Great Divide Trails, because this is the Continental Divide. So waters there are going to the Pacific, waters there are going to either Hudson's Bay or well, they are going to Hudson's Bay. So this is built a windbreak. This is about the only flat spot here for a tent. Oh, and we're back. It is 2 o'clock, and we're just going to stay here, tonight?
Yep.
There's no advantage to... So we base camp, basically. 2 nights, went to see the pass, and we'll go out tomorrow. Oh, I'm in my tent. It's 2:30. I'm having a nap. I get a bit of a chill, you know. So, just strip down to my t-shirt and slip into my sleeping bag, have a nap for an hour, and then I'll be just fine after that. Listen to the wind. There's something about a good fire. We have no shortage of wood here. This is all, look at all around here. It's all just falling all over the place.
Good old bush tele.
Wish I had a steak to cook on there. I didn't even bring smokies. I had
I have a bunch of them in the freezer.
Canor carbonara with oysters, which was really good. And Stephen had scallop potatoes, pork potatoes. So they start out as a potato. They're dehydrated, put into a box called scallop potatoes. Then he rehydrates them, cooks the scallop potatoes. And then he dehydrated the scallop potatoes and dehydrated some ham, and then he brought it out here. So those poor potatoes have been dehydrated twice. How was it?
It was really good.
It was really good?
Yeah.
But next time you're going to just wait till the last minute and throw the ham sort of fresh in there, or,
Yeah.
or dehydrate less?
Yes, they definitely dehydrated less.
Yeah. Turned into little rock candies or whatever they were? Or
Yeah, like ham jerky more like.
ham jerky. And
Yeah.
beef and ham don't rehydrate nicely. Chicken rehydrates perfectly. Hamburger rehydrates nicely, but not a steak. Don't dehydrate a steak, folks. Well, day 3. Everything's good. We're heading home via this old logging road instead of taking the trail. Just curious. The wind was so strong last night, I'm surprised there's still leaves on all these poplars. Okay, well, that seems to indicate that there is snowmobiling up ahead. Motorized vehicle use is restricted to snowmobiles only from December 1 to March 31st. Fording River Pass Trail. Huh. Yeah, look at this bridge. This was built by the Snowmobile Club, no doubt. Maybe not. No, you don't go across that on a snowmobile. Oh yeah, you could. This is the one that the outfitter uses. One of them anyways. Looks like they set up a tent here. That's probably the kitchen tent, close to the water. They got firewood, fire pit. They were here when we came through, so. Huh, interesting. Definitely not a very scenic walk through this section. First 5-6 kilometers in and out. Old forestry road. we're seeing lots of chickens today and yesterday. They're in full, they go through a 7-year cycle, and so they prosper. Right now they're probably at the top of their cycle. Oh yeah, you're really hiding away from me. There's so many of them. We're crushing it this morning. There you go. Nice easy hike. Fording Pass, not too high, 2,300 and a bit meters. So if you're, if you've done everything else, if you've done the Skyliner and rock wall and you're still looking for places that are unique, then try this part of the world. The other advantage of this part of the world is you don't need reservation, you can make fires, it's not crowded, and so hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Me and Steven are done. It is now 11 o'clock, and we will reward ourselves by going to Longview and grab a nice dark beer. And we were talking about food yesterday, and I have a craving for a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Cheers, folks. There's our truck. Woo! Done. And the car's still here. Always a good thing. Oh, look at what he brought. I'll have to put mine down here. Hang on. All right. Too bad. Got it. I never knew you could get a Stella in a can. Cheers, folks. Oh, man. Tastes good. Like angels pissing on your tongue.